House here with the Geek Fighters.
Da, 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 da. That's right. Suspendo is back, and once again, after 10,000 years, it's time to go back to the wild world of Yuja. After a bit of a detour into other parts of Ace Combat lore, namely the Ridge Racer series,
Yep,
which is
you're welcome for
funny
that.
because, yes, Ridge Racer and Ace Combat do apparently exist in the same universe, and so does Galaxian.
Yep.
So,
Apparently.
uh, yeah, so it's a weird world. But we are back to Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere. This again, of course, is a English translation of the Japanese version. So it has all the anime cutscenes and intercuts and all that good stuff. That was horribly butchered for the Western release. And this is the virus mission that I crashed a couple times on last time, so we'll hopefully be able to get it. Anyways,
And
I am Metal Blue Eyes, actually taking the controls here. And joining me as always is the Fighter One himself, the Bane of the FGC and the Shinjuku Sex Machine, Fighter Kaus.
that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. It's been 80 years since I've heard that title.
And of course, the master of the JRPG, and of course, the Diddler.
Oh,
The
it
Chronos.
does. Bad Gamer says it still says we're playing Ridge Racer.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can fix that. I think.
Mhm.
I think I have TGF Twitch here.
Okay, and yeah, double RPG.
Yeah, I
So,
do.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I can fix that right now.
You called me a diddler? Dude?
Why
What
did
the
I?
fuck, man?
Okay, why did I say? I was weirdly trying to work like to loop it into Chrono Trigger for some ray, and for some reason my brain said the word diddler. I don't know fucking why. I did not mean that.
He called me a diddler, folks. What?
The RPG,
Crap, man.
the Holy Man, or what? I was trying to think of some way to tie it into Chrono Trigger because of Toriyama, but I fucked it up. Sorry.
Suspendo showing why he's suspendo. Like,
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways,
what was this Ace Combat 3? How many did we do before we had our break?
We only did one episode.
Oh, so
yeah,
we'll
we did a single episode. So yeah, and once again, we're I think a little I think we're getting towards the end, but not quite of the UPEO route. So still got to take out some of these nano
I thought
machines.
Dead Gamer said, "You go."
Yeah, Metal finally back and already instant suspension again. Well, on the cusp. Yeah, on the cusp.
Whoopsie.
Hey, it's all cool.
Virus alert.
Okay, now it should say, yeah, it should if you refresh. It should say,
Somebody clip that if they can, because that was actually pretty funny.
let me see, I'm a refresh. It should say, yeah, no, yeah, it does say. Oh my god, my dyslexia. Screw it. I wrote episode too.
Okay.
Episode 2.
Nothing is perfect, my good friends.
My dyslexia kicked at me. I'll fix this. My dyslexia. No, you're not.
Well, apparently his dyslexia kicked in whenever the word diddler was heard on the
I
screen.
think maybe.
Oh wow, that
So
is
this is
jack
the-
shit.
So this is the diddler episode of the Geek Fighters, it seems.
I guess so.
All right, not.
Okay.
How
How about we? Yeah. How about we talk about that Birdman who just died?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So
Toriyama Sensei.
R.I.P. Toriyama, or according to some people, I guess Go Nagai. So.
Shit.
Oh.
Because when you switch for when you search for pictures of Toriyama, as Kaus was saying before, for some reason you get a lot of like Go Nagai pictures.
To the point where not only that tweet that Wheel sent me, but also a YouTube video I saw where the guy was like, Toriyama has died. His picture going to guy, and people in the comments are like, that's going to guy. And he was like, oh, my bad. That's the first thing that popped up when I searched him. Yeah, I don't know why.
Whoops.
Google needs to fix their crap.
Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, I think I have. Okay, no, I don't want autopilot. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting which buttons do what in this version. Ah.
Well, when it came to Toriyama, there were two things that he would work on that would become an instant hit. Anything with the word dragon and anything that dealt with time travel. Hence why Dragon Ball, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, Blue Dragon, you name it.
Too bad Blue Dragon didn't really pan out as well as he had hoped.
Right, but
Because it kind of seemed like it could have been like a bigger franchise, other than just getting like a game and an anime. But
well,
uh,
yeah, I guess, but
oh well.
I still say there's a vocal minority who still cherish it as
Oh
much as
no,
like
I'm not
Chrono
saying it's.
Trigger.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's just it kind of sucks that it
Well,
it didn't turn
he,
into a franchise essentially.
well, here's the deal. The first game was an Xbox 360 exclusive, and that
Yeah,
wasn't
it was.
really that
That didn't
was
help
sort of
it.
a Hail Mary.
Yeah, that didn't help
Yeah.
it, especially in Japan where Microsoft has historically struggled. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not,
Yep, LPH, you're right. It was one of the I don't was it a launch title or was it like a launch window title?
I'm I'm not
What?
sure.
Go on. What LPH had?
Blue Dragon?
It was close to launch.
Hmm.
Okay. Because I know that game came
I
out
think it was
first
launch.
before Lost Odyssey.
And
You
then there was
guys
the
would
anime.
know more than me.
But here's the thing though. I want to see those Mistwalker games that were on the Xbox 360 on PC. Why has that not happened yet?
Good question. No, Reno, you're getting too close. Ah, shit, Reina's infected. Well, guys, we have a
Oh,
decision. We can either shoot her down and let her die, or make a very precise virus bomb drop and save her. So,
dang.
this is one of those branching things where technically it affects the ending, but because we're on the UPEO line anyway, I think the only real difference is if we let Reina die here, she won't be in the story later. And it's probably better to try to save her essentially. Okay, so now we got to, like I said, position ourselves like extremely precisely, like right behind her ass, and try to drop one of these bombs like directly on top of her. Oh, got it.
Man.
There you go. That was easy. And like I said, if you want to, you could basically let her die or shoot her down.
Well, you definitely made Bad Gamer happy in the comments.
I'm glad. All right, and we got a B rank in that one. Not bad, although it doesn't really matter unless you're like trying to 100% the game or something.
Donkey Kong Country 100% run. Let's go. Oh, we already did that.
Oh, yeah, I did that. Well, technically 101%, but yeah, point taken. Although I have never achieved 105% in Donkey Kong Country 3, and that's really a bitch to pull off.
I saw you trying.
Yeah.
3 was the one I played. I have it. I did play it. It's just the one I played the least.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Excuse me, princess.
Shit, we're getting Reina exposition now.
Hey, I forgot that Bad Game was a sub to me. I'm like, how's he using that? Ooh, LPH asked you a question, Kyle. Good question. Can you?
Well, wouldn't it technically be 201% if in Donkey Kong 64?
Oh, what is it? Yeah, because there's certain because it's weird. It's kind of like what is it, Symphony of the Night, that you can get above 200% map coverage.
Mm-hmm.
because, well, obviously the normal castle, the inverted castle, but then there's places you can glitch out of bounds and actually get more territory. So like the max is like 216 some percent, if I remember right, or something like that.
Uh-huh. And as far as like top percentage LPH, I have done a let's play of that game on my YouTube channel a long time ago, and I didn't get the extra 1%, but I did get around 100 or 200%, whatever the closest to the top percentage is. Because let's face it, a game of that caliber doing a max percent in Donkey Kong 64 is just rough. It's literally getting all the collectibles for all 5 of the Kongs in every single level.
Mm,
That's the major bitch fest about that game that
yeah.
I can criticize it for, but I still have a lot of fun with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not perfect, but it is kind of cool. Not to mention, it does have some
Mm-hmm.
weird glitches and stuff, like that one banana coin that nobody knew about until like 20 some years later when they found it. It was like buried in the floor and was inaccessible because of some oversight
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. Okay, so Raina just trauma dumped on us on her loneliness and wanting to be a robot and have wings, and Deezen and the others use that to, create smart new type weapons like the Night Raven.
Is Reyna human or is she technically an
Uh,
android?
okay, the closest way to put Raina is she is essentially a more stable cyber new type.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Basically, she had some pre-existing like psychic abilities, it seems like, that they amplified with surgery and experimentation, all that stuff. And also she also has this, I'll die if I see the sun disease. So,
So that's basically why she was suffering from the virus
well, it's
because
not
she
clear.
never.
It's not clear if the two are linked or not, but
Oh, LPH, anything is better than getting all 120 shines in Super Mario Sunshine because those blue coins are nothing but extortion coins.
yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And now in the news, the head of General Resources got Epstein. So,
Oh boy.
oh yeah, he had an artificial heart that was apparently malfunctioned and killed him. Wink, wink,
Eh.
wink, wink. Oh yes, it's sad that we're getting to the point where you could probably hack shit like that, and you probably could wind up killing somebody. So,
I mean, you saw how they're stealing cars?
yeah.
They just hacked those little, what do you call them? Those things that open the car from far away.
Oh yeah, the beep
Well,
beep. Hmm.
yeah, you can hack those. And people been doing that to steal cars for joyrides. Man, we're in Watch Dogs, man. Watch Dogs
Yeah.
is real. It's point and click.
Yeah. Just too bad the only thing was missing were those high-end graphics to make it look almost super real.
That we're still in the game, and you can enable with a mod,
Yes.
Yep.
which is funny.
I wonder how many people are playing Tekken 8 and wish for the high-end graphics that we got out of the debut trailer. You know, with that final fight between
Oh
Jin
yes.
and Kazuya.
It's kind of there still.
Okay. Now we're getting
Yeah.
into the good stuff, because it turns out Commander Park and Deezen have been colluding, and they're gonna pull some shit.
Oh, not collusion. Now you gotta say the third place
Yeah.
winner won the tournament.
And also, there's a split-off faction of General Resources that wants to go attack the other corp, and by the sounds of it, we need to go in and put that down. But the best part is, we're going to be using one of Newcom's brand new airplanes. Da-da-da-da-da.
Ooh.
That's not fishy at all. Yeah, we're using the R211 Orkinus, which obviously is a fictional aircraft made for the game. But okay.
Boy, this gives me so much Macross plus vibes.
Yeah. And of course, it is equipped with a pulse laser as well as either ground missiles or spread bombs. Yeah, let's go spread bomb. Okay, let's jack into our coffin. And let's go. Pawns in the game. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at this bugger. It even has like a goose, friggin' gooseneck.
Yeah.
Oh,
It has a gooseneck,
it's
yeah.
it's amongst your territory, Metal. You can actually strangle it for all you want in case of you rage so much.
I know. All right. Bombs away! The best part is we've got a jamming craft with us, so they can't hit me worth a shit.
The only thing missing in this level, kaijus.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Alright, deployed. Okay, this thing doesn't have great turning, but it's fast. So, okay. Yeehaw!
Hot diggity dog.
Oh, diggity dog.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. Sako.
Sako. Yeah, good old No Mercy.
uh,
Alright. Oh, damn it, Please
so
ascend to
artificial
it,
to add
Satan.
so artificial to add as a character for mankind, but I love it so much.
Oh.
Mr. Sacco. I
Oh,
remember
not
that. I remember when he made his first debut when Vince was in the hospital because of the broken ankle he suffered from both Kane and Undertaker.
Sure
All
did.
right. Well,
Or
our jamming's over, but that's not really a big thing because we already took out most
or
of the targets.
or was that really him? Because all I could tell was that his face was censored. Oh,
This why Wheel says you're the best flyer in GTA.
Maybe.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Me or him?
Metal, you barely
both.
flown in GTA.
I like back when I played it like a lot more. Like I've barely touched the thing in like a long ass time, but yeah, I used to really enjoy. Well, one thing, stealing the planes and just flying around and just like trying to destroy what I could with like the either like the jump jet in San Andreas or the copters or something like that. I've always kind of enjoyed that part, so maybe that's why I've got good flying skills. Maybe I don't know.
Mine suck in GTA. Doesn't help that my character stat says dangerous too for flying.
You got
You're a
great
threat to
flying
yourself
skills.
and others.
Are you sure you're not? Are you sure you don't have good nunchuck skills and bow staff skills?
Nah, I don't, sadly.
Ah, poor
Nah,
Napoleon. He would be enlightened if you did.
I do have very good grappling hook skills though, since nunchucks are too violent.
Oh, flippin'
That's right.
sweet, dude.
That's right. Yeah, they're too violent. You know, one time about nunchucks that made me crack up.
What?
I saw there was this gun show that said nunchucks are banned at this gun show because they're too dangerous.
Well,
No. Come on.
they just don't want you to. They just don't want you to feel the wrath of the nunchucks, dude.
Return to
But that
headquarters.
actually
Well,
happened. Yeah, she got the raft. You got the raft, yo.
A
Raft
rat
with
rat.
nunchucks.
A rat.
or
They'll
else
kill
how are you?
too.
Is like how else are you gonna know about the life of Killer, what he was like?
He was always ashamed. He was the son of a three-legged. He was always ashamed of this man. I'm not
And he
fighting my
fought.
brother.
His fighting his brother killed him in one fight. Then all of a sudden, came back to our house, started smoking crack so much that all of a sudden he just died while wallowing in his sorrows, or however it went. Are you sure that's what happened? Or are you high out of your goddamn mind? Whoop! Jim Brewer runs away.
At least Brian got away, then Jay. Ah!
Nice landing. Da 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 da.
Oh, hey, nice better landing than in Top Gun.
It's actually not that hard once you know what you're doing with Top Gun.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
because
hard
you.
for me
I'm
as a
just saying
kid.
it's actually not that hard once you know it actually tells you what's like your
Yeah,
airspeed and your angle needs to be. But if you don't know
yeah.
that, yeah, it's hard.
Kid me didn't understand any of that when I played that game.
Oh shit! Well, what do you know? General Resources is pissed because new complaints bound them, not knowing it was actually us. You know, the peacekeepers. Oh, it's like this was all a setup or something.
So we're a beat 'em up now instead of just a fighting game or
Okay,
a.
but, but I knew I would
Well,
think of
that's
it, but
funny you
yeah.
say that because I actually recently picked up the Double Dragon and Kunio Kun bundle on the Switch. I've been playing it.
Yeah, I got that ever since it launched, but
Yeah,
yeah, that's a
well, I just
pretty good
picked it up
bundle.
because it was on sale. So that I guess yeah, I've also been playing a lot of other stuff since I've been around, like a lot of Metal Gear. Like I played through like the entirety of the Master Collection except for the original two so far.
Well, I played the original 2 for Geek Fighters
Yeah, you did.
while you were suspendo. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, and you know that's awesome.
Basically, a good strategy guide to use is to watch him play.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, it's good. I've also been playing, believe it or not, a lot of Metal Gear Acid as well, which is
Ooh.
not quite.
Card game.
Which is yeah, it's was it a card-based strategy RPG? I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, like a card-based tactical RPG of some type.
Yeah, it's actually
I
pretty
would.
fun. But
Well, I had more enjoyment with the sequel than I did with the original,
well, no,
but that's
no,
just me.
like fair enough. Like I played the shit out of the first one because I actually it was one of my most played PSP games back in the day with my old
Yeah.
PSP 1000. Uh, the simpler days when I could just watch The Warriors or Team America on my PSP.
Uh,
Yes.
Starbucks, fuck yeah. Disney World, fuck yeah. Bed Bath
Yeah,
and Beyond,
because
fuck
I only ever
yeah.
had what was it, four UMD movies, one that came with it, which was Spider-Man 2, Team
Yes.
America, The Warriors, you know the good one,
Yep.
the Good Warriors, and
Yeah, you
then
dig it.
yeah, and then funnily enough, Godzilla 98. So
Oh boy, the Roland Emmerich film.
I only had two UMD movies, I think.
yeah,
Fifth Element and Ghost in the Shell.
I
Yeah,
forgot about the Fifth Element. Oh,
I
that's
only
right.
had Spider-Man 2.
Hmm. Well, hey, well, yeah, because
Although
I think that came with most of them. I think, or at least most of the early
I
ones.
Yeah, I
I
did.
wanted to get Advent Children, but that never even. I
I knew they
completely
made I
forgot
knew they
about it.
put it out. I knew they put it out, but I never got it. I do have Advent Children complete on DVD somewhere, but I haven't seen it in like forever. But anyways, yeah.
Wait,
So
they actually made a complete version on DVD?
or whatever.
Because I remember it's on Blu-ray and
Oh,
UK
not what what was it?
Ultra HD Blu-ray.
Well, it's not Ultra. Okay, so this would have been some other version, I guess. I thought it was complete, but I guess maybe not. Because again, I've not laid eyes on that disc in probably 15 years. So, let me put it that way.
I mean, if you're going to that movie expecting a lot of story, you're not really going to find it. But as an action flick, it's pretty
Oh,
decent.
it's again what I do remember. I'm like, oh, this is fun. Hey, it's Cloud and Baron. Hey,
Well,
Sephiroth. Oh yeah, and we're piloting a Bearcoot, which is a actual plane that exists in reality, though this one has, kind of slightly futurized it a bit. So yeah, we are on air superiority, and we got to shoot down a whole shit ton of fighters because again, general resources and Newcom have decided to go to all-out war.
nice.
Oh, and speaking of FF7, in Rebirth, I finally made it to the Gold Saucer.
Nice.
Yeah,
What's the chat
and
say, Kyle? Go
um,
ahead.
uh, Bad Gamer says, "Man, watching this makes me regret not finishing Ace Combat 7 when it was free for premium PSN users."
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Bad Gamer said, "I was there. I had fun when I streamed both Metal Gear 1 and 2."
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Come on. Oh, damn it. I got a hit, but it
But
didn't take him out.
yeah, in Rebirth, I'm in the Gold Saucer and about 30 minutes or 30 hours in the game.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to complete everything. You know, like go for that 100-hour benchmark to where I complete all like the side questing and all that. But yeah, I'll say so far that I've been having a lot of fun with it. Possibly more so than I did with Remake. Hey, Lord Doom, welcome to the stream, man.
Doomin.
He said he won his match at the gym. Nice,
Hey.
man.
Hey, congrats. Congrats. We're all winners today, more or less. Ah, dang it. That thing is freaking... These damn things can take a beating. Damn. What is it again? XFA 36A. I don't remember what those are. Yeah, I know. I'm stalling. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Some asshole had got me right in the ass. Damn it.
Dang.
Oh, yeah,
Right
because...
up the bum.
Well, there's so many friggin' guys in here. You gotta watch your... Like, in
I'll
this
put a
level, you
quote
gotta
for
watch
Lord Doom
yourself.
since he won his match.
What's up, Jerry?
But I said I put a
Okay.
quote for him because he won his match.
Oh,
Nice.
I see what you did there, Jerry. What strength? But don't forget that there are many guys like you all over the world.
All over the world.
Yeah, that's how the music basically sounded. Yeah,
Do.
freaking Street Fighter One, bro.
Oh, that reminds me. I've been thinking of checking out the, I guess, fan quote unquote remake called Street Fighter One. That actually looks kind of interesting. That
Oh, I saw
basically
that. Yes,
basically lets you
cool.
play as all the characters from that
Ooh.
game. Essentially, it basically reworks it into more like modern day, like kind of the classic Street Fighters, but it also lets you play as like all the bosses, which is basically
Well,
every character in that game except for Ryu and Ken. But whatever.
Yeah,
well, I hope it's much better to execute like the fireballs and hurricane kicks and all that.
yeah. From what I saw, it's Mugen. So yeah, no, it'll yeah.
Yeah, it's based on it's
Good.
Mugen, so I think it probably will be because I know they were extremely tight with the inputs. But I also knew with with the original Street Fighter, they were supposed to be secret, so that's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of why they're so absurdly powerful. And like one can just like take out a third of your opponent's
Hmm.
meter with like a single Hadouken.
Lord Doom says, "There are other smoke demons. I thought I was the last of my kind." But if you had a TurboGrafx CD, remember, it wasn't called Street Fighter, it was Fighting Street.
Yes, exactly. Because naming conventions.
Right.
Because this won't become a big thing at all. That's just garbage.
To the point where there's sequels to Street Fighter One, Fighting Street, that aren't Street Fighter Two.
Yeah, like Human Killing
Right.
Machine,
Yeah.
which is somewhat
Final
infamous.
Fight.
Yeah, Final Fight, which was originally
Street
called
Fighter Street Fighter 89.
Yeah, but then they changed it to differentiate it, I guess. Because I guess
Right.
they also had Street Fighter 2, I guess, in the early planning stages by then, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the reason why Capcom said, "Hey, this needs to change the name." I mean, you can keep it in the continuity of Street Fighter, but just don't call it Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm. Bullseye. Is that? Oh no! Of course, there's reinforcements coming in.
What? Warships coming out of the base?
A bomb has been planted in the. It's funny because there is part here in Expo City that does sort of look like that, like even just a little bit, which I'm sort of flying by right now. So that's kind of funny.
Oh,
Like sort of, but not really. Oh, that's one of my favorite stages too from Star Fox 64.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Along with the level where you fight the Gundam. So yeah.
But never forget Pigma Dengar's most famous quote in that game. Daddy screamed real good before he died.
That is great. Uncle Andros! Which is funny because I know he actually came back in, I think it was, what was it, Armada? Wasn't it? That yeah, him and the Aperoids teamed up to F over everybody, wasn't it?
Star Fox Armada.
Because I think that one was.
I thought it was Assault.
Oh, that's what I was. Oh, that's what I was trying to.
He was asking you for.
That's what I was trying to think of. Sorry, I misremembered the name. It was Assault, not Armada. Jesus.
Lord Doom says my mic cut out on the reel right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Real good.
It did, and it did again.
Wow.
So I'm guessing it's peaking your mic doing that.
Yep.
I guess so. Here, let me go into my settings and take off that to where it will.
No.
Daddy screamed real good before he died.
There we go.
That better or worse?
Yeah. No. We actually heard the full thing that time.
Oh, good.
We heard the full quote. It wasn't just really and then break. Really good.
A page. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, because
Ah, dang it! Of course he's not dead.
Pigma Dengar, a pig, makes sense to make that noise.
No time for some PSM.
PlayStation Magazine.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, yes, that is the acronym, though. Though in like flying, it's called post stall maneuvers, where you can stall out your plane, and then you can do some interesting tricks with it.
Lord
Yeah,
Doom says that he was so pissed fighting Pigma.
oh yeah, Pigma's a pile of shit. So
Yeah, but dark AF.
mhm.
How would you say even more dark AF when it came to Star Fox Assault?
Mm-hmm.
Writes itself.
Oh
Assault.
hey, Yujin weather, nice.
What would you do if you were to meet him, Lord Doom? Would you turn him into bacon, right on the spot?
And if you don't want to eat the bacon, can I
Ah
eat the
shit,
bacon?
guys, somebody's hacking the internet.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's Y2K all over again.
Ah!
Lord Doom.
Just for a talk, with nobody to witness it.
Ah, yes, the rise of Ouroboros, the terrorist organization led by Abyssal Diesel.
I thought it was Albert Wesker because he was wanting to unleash that in RE5.
Ouroboros, Chris. Total global saturation.
LPH says Pigma may be bad, but he know Christian Cage because your father is dead. Oh.
Yeah,
That'd be funny if somebody made a
Yeah.
if somebody made a mod in like a game like this where you go up against one of the enemies in the Ace Combat games, but in the cockpit communicator, it's actually Christian Cage voice saying, "But your father's dead."
Dead. Okay, so this is where I should also bring in some other stuff from lore. Ouroboros' whole thing is that technology has progressed to the point where they believe that you can transplant a human consciousness into like the internet, and you will exist like as pure consciousness with no body or anything, and that this can be
Ah,
done and it's feasible, and that's what Ouroboros wants to do. They want everybody to basically hook up to the internet, like dump their brains onto it, and then humanity will live forever in as digital beings, essentially.
just like Adam Malkovich in the Metroid series.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Let's see. Lord Doom says a couple things. He says if they find his body, they'll be more interested in investigating the existence of pigmen than catching a murderer. It's the perfect crime when you think about it. Demon Wolf's in the chat. He says, I have some flashbacks. Good to see you, Demon Wolf.
I wish this game they kept these cutscenes in the American version. I don't know why they
Yeah.
felt the need to remove them. Americans won't understand anime.
Well, that's the weird thing, because like I said, they not only removed like all the animated cutscenes, but all the voice lines. So all your missions in the international version are just like walls of text, and you're basically
Yeah.
fed this bullshit like watered down version of this story as like the one and only campaign.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification there, Demon Wolf. He says Soma flashbacks.
Oh, okay.
Transhumanism and all that jazz.
Yeah.
No wonder it seems so Ghost in the Shelly. Especially that Rina girl looks like Motoko. The Major. Oh, what was this production IG?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think so.
It was yeah, it was a production IG that did the opening to this game.
Lord Doom says, D4C, take the pig's hands from him. He lost hand privileges.
Ooh.
Going back to that, what you were saying, Jerry, how this game should have benefited with keeping what they had in the Japanese version for its international release. Do you think the same could be applied for something like, I don't know, Rival Turf, since Rushing Beat was brought over here as under that name that Jolico translated it as? Do you think it would have been better if they kept that story in?
I think it would have been way better because it made no sense to pretend that those games were unrelated. When they brought all those games over, it would have been, those games would have sold well if they knew that they were connected.
Mm-hmm. It probably would have been.
Rival Turf, Brawl Brothers, and Peacekeepers, if they knew they were all connected.
Well, a lot of people are funked up, and yeah, this is also one of the big things is D-Son that we have been following has been an entirely digital being the whole time.
What?
The actual
boy.
D-Son died years ago, and this is his digital backup that exists on the
G-Mel,
Electrosphere.
were you just playing Ace Combat 3?
Yeah.
I
don't
know.
I don't know.
Is that how you got? Is that how you got the AR for Arsenal gear?
Yeah, exactly.
Fission mailed.
Exactly. They're
But you kept playing during the fission mailed parse.
Oh yeah. Unfettered by the limitations of flesh, we declare this is humanity's new form. And here we have D-Son, the first human in history to be born as a bodiless life form.
What a bastard.
Oh yeah, and of course, Ouroboros has a giant fucking battle blimp that can just shit out jet fighters like nothing. Oh, and of course, our commander turns out to be a bad guy. Who'd have thunk it?
The
corrupt commander was a bad guy. Wow.
Main antagonist or a pawn?
Mostly a pawn, because again, Deezen's, I guess you could kind of say the main villain of the game, as in like all but I think one of the branches you actually have to fight him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
You
well,
see the chat?
we'll fight
Yeah,
him
I
in
see it.
some form.
Lord Doom, he says, I'd rather be a cyborg like Deus Ex, the GC Denton ones, or, well, a cyborg like in Dragon Ball Z. Those are kind of the best. Remember, don't call them androids or else they'll find it discriminatory.
Damn it! Now Rain is gonna go off and confront Deezen herself. No.
In the digital landscape,
Well, no, IRL, but like it's that thing where he still physically exists, but thanks to the coffin system, he just like jacks into his plane and just flies it. He doesn't actually
uh,
have to physically be there since he's a digital being.
mm-hmm.
Essentially, that's what he's been doing, and yeah, nobody's ever like actually seen his ass face. So yeah, there you go.
Lord Doom says, except Android 16, he's an actual android, not a cyborg.
That is true. He is wholly artificial, whereas 18 and 19 are partially organic, or at least were made from organic people.
You
So yeah,
mean 17 and 18?
that's what I meant. Damn it. What did I say? 16, 17?
No, 18, 19.
I said, okay. Oh, well, no. 16, 17, yeah. Oh, 17, 18. God damn it. 19 and 20 were also. Okay, well, 19 was artificial. 20, he was technically an android, but he had a human brain jacked into him. So
Yeah.
so technically that's a cyborg, though some people would call it an android because the only organic part is the brain and nothing else.
Oh, like
Oh,
Dr. Jerome.
yeah. Oh, and this is a
Yeah,
big
exactly.
reveal. Deezen managed to steal Reyna's experimental aircraft that she was going to essentially be put into like a cyber new type. So,
Oh, go up, Bowman.
uh,
Okay,
okay there, Macross
LPH
Plus.
asks, what does that make 21? Cyborg or android?
Cell?
Probably cyborg.
Oh, no.
Or,
No, I was like
oh,
21 Cell. I'm like, oh no, her. Yeah, okay, never mind.
but Lord Doom clarified it. He says bio-android, different classification, cell 2.
Yeah, because they're organic, but they're also designed. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, they were built from the ground up. So broken wings. When we hear these broken wings,
Yeah,
now we
that's
gotta
basically Gohan Super Saiyan 2.
we gotta fight a bunch of fucking Ouroboroses, including a
So,
character from a previous game that we don't know about because she wasn't introduced yet.
cool.
So yeah, a major character from Ace Combat 5 is actually in this game as one of the terrorist pilots we're shooting down.
Ow.
And remember, because this is at the end, currently the end of the Ace Combat timeline, obviously that game's set before this one. So
Right.
yeah, because again, yeah, this is the current endpoint of the Ace Combat timeline, since this is 2040. So
So it's like before Street Fighter 6, it took the Street Fighter approach where the third game was the most current in the timeline.
weird and fun. Yeah, weird. Weirdly enough, yeah. And then Konami, I don't know why they like to do the opposite. I don't know, because there's like I almost okay, that's the wrong company. Never mind.
I was
I,
about to say, what about Konami? Well, I guess you could
well,
say it.
Metal Gear Solid, but yeah.
Konami, they like to.
Wow, I finished.
I was gonna say more or less Castlevania since they like to go backwards quite a lot, but then
Well, they
again, they just
do.
like to jump.
Well,
They
they
just
do.
like to jump to different timelines
Well,
whenever they
yeah,
want. But then
that's
again, that was
true.
all
Because
Iga's decision.
I know, because there's the main timeline which spans from like the 1100s all the way up to like what was it, like 2028, or was it 2040 in Japan with fucking Dracula's castle showing up in like
Specifically 2036.
yeah, okay, I couldn't remember the exact date, but yeah.
Yeah. And it's still left unfinished, too, because we still haven't received that game where Julius Belmont actually defeats Dracula in 1999.
Oh yeah, because that's supposed to be the ultimate final like Dracula's ultimate final defeat, isn't it?
Yep.
Which we still haven't got yet. But hey, if the new Contra game does well enough, we might get a retro inspired Castlevania game. You never know.
I hope that does well. I'm really looking forward to playing it on PS5. That or Switch if they, get the patch out that improves on its performance. But yeah. Oh, hey Muteki.
Muteki, yo. Come on, load the missile. Load it. There we go. Double that. Double tap. Bull's eye. Okay, I can't let it get on top of me.
We need to get around to playing another Castlevania game soon for this
We
channel.
should,
I'll have to do one again, but yeah.
What? Because there is quite a few that
And Bad Gamer says he's still super mad that we still never got the Julius 1999 Castlevania game they keep hinting at in Aria and Dawn of Sorrows.
It's funny because actually Double R had just brought that up, actually.
Yeah.
That would be nice to finally see
I did.
it'd be nice to see the once and for all final defeat of Dracula, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they not only do they talk about it in past tense for those games, but they also hint at it in Portrait of Ruin about that battle.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's like a foreshadowing in that
coming.
context.
We don't know when, but it's coming. Kind of
reminds.
No,
they do know it's when exactly it's coming, but it's just like.
I mean the game. I mean, the game. Like we don't know when we don't know when you get to play it in a game, but it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I meant. So.
Bad Gamer says that's why he responded when we made mention of that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's something we would also like to see.
But yeah, hopefully Operation Galuga is a blast to play.
Mm-hmm. Here's hoping. I love me some good Contra.
You know a Contra game I find to be extremely underrated.
Probotector, but whatever.
If you're from Europe, yeah.
You're Europe, then Probotector, but yeah, same thing.
I love learning about that.
Yeah.
You know a Contra game that's actually very underrated?
What?
Hardcore Uprising.
I have not played that.
Yeah, it's a good game.
That's the one that was developed by Arc System Works.
Oh.
And that's where they got Daisuke Ishiwatari to design the characters and do the music for that game.
Neat. Good old Ishi.
But yeah, it's a pretty underrated one. Still haven't even got past the first level. That game's first level is hard to get through.
Jeez. I still remember playing Shattered Soldier for the first time with the first boss. That, if you guys don't know, basically at first the boss comes in like it's a transforming helicopter mech, only for a giant alien turtle to appear and immediately crush it, and then that's the boss. And then the best part is, after you blow off the turtle's head, it kind of turns around on its shell, and on its backside is a giant pulsing flesh face that pukes like shit at you.
Ew.
So yeah, that's kind of a memorable boss, from robot to alien turtle to puking pus face on the ass of a turtle.
Oh wait, I remember that. Yeah. That is the boss. Yep.
And believe it or not, that's actually one of the PS2 games that was compact disc and not DVD-ROM.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that there were actually some that were still on CD even that late.
You don't know Metal. When I was playing Ridge Racer 5, I kept getting issues because
Oh,
it being one of those games that was a CD, actually, it just
oh,
wouldn't emulate right. Like, Rank Double R,
oh.
even with the. I was able to play it eventually, but, like, even then, it was still kind of messed up.
Kind of
Right.
jokes.
But I was able to play
Well,
it enough to beat a couple of the Grand Prix.
Nice.
Muteki says, just saying Top Gun Maverick should have brought back Goose as a ghost. And then Lord Doom says a few things. He says, wife beat him in a lightsaber duel today. First time, he was trying new stuff. It was his fault. And this is why it's like when he explains JoJo to people on the other end. I mean, I'm not saying metal. Or I'm not saying metal is lying, but I need to see it to believe it.
Oh, okay. The Shattered Soldier one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. I played the game. I can
I
back
was
him
gonna
up. I
say.
had it.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's on YouTube. So.
Yeah. I
And
have played that game with my dad before, but it was new.
Muteki says, oh, shoot, almost forgot. Today's the last day to get the Felix the Cat collection through limited run games.
You got it, Kyle?
No, but I'm gonna buy the game digitally.
Funny you bring that up, though, because funny I was talking about my dad. He loved Felix the Cat.
Oh, yeah.
And his magic bag.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that NES game is a true sleeper. Definitely one of the greatest.
To be continued.
I really hope I'm not getting sick.
Yeah.
And
No, just because I was out in the rain. I'm like, I better not get sick because I was out in the rain.
not only am I looking forward to the Felix the Cat collection, but also the Sparkster collection or the Rocket Knight collection.
Oh yeah, Rocket Knight's definitely on my radar. As another game I have history with, which is Rocket Knight Adventures, one of the first games I ever had for my Genesis. So
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say, you and me, Metal, actually had Genesis.
yes,
Growing
and I
up.
did have Rocket Knight. I didn't have I rented Sparkster later, but I never owned it. But I did have the first one.
And I also had a Sega Genesis growing up, but the first one I ever owned was the Model 2. And there were only 2 games I've ever owned for it. One was the pack-in game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and the other, believe it or not, was Spider-Man and Venom Separation Anxiety.
Oh wow, the second one.
Sequel to Maximum
Yeah.
Carnage. Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. God,
Yeah, although I
what were
I
mine?
wholly recommend playing the Genesis version over the Super Nintendo one because I think the Super Nintendo's difficulty is kind of busted.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what were the three when I got it? I got 3 games. Yeah, I got the Model 2 as well, so I also got Sonic 2. Shipfria.
You know, it's not just that that they're having those collections come out, but it's really good to know that those games are making it for modern platforms in their original states because of the Carbon engine that Limited Run Games has put out that helps developers put out their old games through that engine.
Oh yeah, it's been a
For
great
newer
engine.
systems.
It's been a great engine. Like I have the Jurassic Park collection, and it actually runs like really great because again, that was one of the games that I did have was the Jurassic Park for the Genesis, and it plays pretty similar to the original, and it does have, of course, the necessary modern changing of red crosses to like other colors or other symbols and such. But oh well. And also,
Good.
I also really love the Super Nintendo version of the first game. You know, the one with the pseudo like 3D stuff, like first
Right, the
person
one that
one.
was more the one that was more or less like a remake of the NES game, but with added features.
Yeah, that one's funnily enough, because they couldn't secure actor likeness rights, they just removed all the character images. So now whenever you get like a radio call, it's just like a blank picture where the actor's image was in the original.
Wow.
These, like I said, I guess they must have been too expensive or didn't want to do it or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now we got
So
to take on the blimp.
now imagine if limited run games worked with Game Arts or Gung Ho Online Entertainment and actually got those Lunar games running on the Carbon
Ooh,
engine. That'd be great.
that would be legendary.
Whether they be Sega CD or PlayStation. Because I'm still bitter with that Sega Genesis Mini 2 that we never got the Lunar games,
Yeah, that
which Japan got.
I know, man. Oh, yeah. And
Why do they feel
the
that?
Mini too, by all accounts, was otherwise, pretty good because it actually had, some CD and some 32X games in there. But yeah, no Lunars. So
It's like, why did they feel that something like Sewer Shark and Echo the Dolphin on Sega CD was more viable
I guess because
than those games?
they're more recognizable. I guess would be my only
More
real guess. Because they're probably
recognizable, but
two games that more people have probably heard of than than the Lunar games. That would just be my
yeah,
thinking.
but you want to have mass appeal with the quality of games
Oh,
on a
of
platform like
course.
that.
Well, of course, yeah. But hey, I ain't Sega, so at least I
I
don't think
know.
I am. If I am, that would explain a lot of things.
If you're Sega, you gotta sound like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park who says Sega at the Sega logo screen when you start up the game. Sega.
Damn straight.
Yeah, I'll tell you a better one. That scares me. Justice League Task Force.
Oh God. Oh,
That
you're giving
game.
me PTSD when you mention it.
Oh yeah, me too. Jesus,
Dark,
that game sucks.
Darkseid's face covered in darkness with that opening cutscene, and with him speaking with that grunt, like disgruntled digitized voice. It's like, oh God, I couldn't even sleep after I, go to bed and sleep at night when I had my door open because I always thought he was just lurking right around the corner of my door.
Damn. Yeah, I guess
Because
he's gonna anti-life equation your ass. I guess.
oh God, it's just that voice. Oh God, I. You know how Jack really scares you in Tekken? Well, Darkseid and Justice League Task Force on the Sega
Oh, yeah.
Genesis is my Jack, if you know what I mean.
When you put it that way, now I do. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Lord Doom, he says, Darkseid checks under his bed for me. We're on the same level now.
Come on, I can get it. I can get it.
Man, I've said it before the last time you played this, but man, this game looks really good for PS1.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. Okay, come on. Damn it. It is pretty. It is kind of really cool, especially with a lot of the aerial stuff. Though, again, it's not perfect. It's very clear that most of the buildings on the ground are flat textures. But
Yep.
I mean, hey,
Just like
what can you do?
just like F-Zero, the original.
Mm-hmm. Mode 7.
There's no town underneath. It's just all a flat surface.
It's all flat. No talent. Can I do it? Come on. Yeah, bitch. Now I just got to get the other side. All right. And I've got like 4 points of health left, so next shot's probably going to kill me.
Oh boy.
Oh, boys.
This is like in the original Zone of the Enders when you're in that final fight and you lose what, like 99.86% health, and you only have like a less than 0.10% left.
Oh, yeah, with Anubis in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And what was all that for? To set up the second game. Da-da-da-da-da.
I love the guy's name in the second game, though.
Dingo?
Something Dingo? Yeah.
Dingo
Yeah.
Egret.
Well, he was a much stronger character than Leo was, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. And
Leo was a
Leo
little
actually,
bitch in the first game.
yeah, he was, but he gets better in the second one, especially with his Vic Viper. So,
Nice.
because his orbital frame is literally the Vic Viper from Gradius.
Funny to think that Jehuti's successor would be Dingo and no longer with Leo.
I guess he could.
But then
bring up-
again, but then again, story-based reasons. If you saw the
yeah,
ending,
story reasons exactly. And don't forget, now that he went from little kid to teenager, his cockpit's much bigger, which is actually a design feature that was intentional.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Okay, this thing's sputtering, so I think we almost got it. Just got to get a couple more shots on it. But that is easier said than done. Especially with only like 4% health remaining, so. Just got to try to get behind him. Fill his ass with missiles. Damn it.
Going back to what I said about
damn it.
Going back to what I said about Darkseid and Justice League Task Force on the Sega Genesis, like people think that Gygas is scary in Earthbound on Super Nintendo, which he was during the final battle, but no, take a look at Darkseid. That's my Gygas.
Oh, yeah. I get...
Now imagine if they just took that face and they just put it over Gygas in Earthbound, where it was just a still shot. That alone, well, not necessarily a still shot, but how his face was kind of glowing in the darkness there. That alone would still scare the shit out of me, even if I were to play a ROM hack that had something like that. It's like in Ness's mind, Gygas is trying to take over him, but Gygas turns out to be Darkseid.
And that's the greatest twist of all. Uh-huh. And you all thought that Undertale was the secret sequel to Earthbound, but no, it was all Gygas. It was all Gygas and Darkseid the whole time.
I always thought it was Gygas was an alien, but it's actually just this omnipotent being that you really can't make sense of. Basically like a consciousness or some
I hear you.
illusory entity. But yeah, LPA says Darkseid is Gygas.
I mean, basically, yeah. That is sadly very, very true. All right, and then the next one's going to be on, what is it, the right side, left side, and then the back.
For him being a new god, he better be more superior than Thanos.
Of course.
Who? LPH asks, who is the Darkseid in Dragon Ball? Wouldn't that be Beerus?
I was going to
Beerus in a
say,
way,
yeah, the
even though
god of destruction.
he's not a villain, but
Well, not really.
closest
No,
thing. But closest thing to him. Or
Lord Doom
Zamasu.
says Frieza.
Frieza makes more sense. Actually, think about it, yeah.
It does.
Especially now.
Especially now. Bad Gamer says Zeno. Beerus. Lord Doom can corroborate that Alex won the argument there. But I was gonna say, wouldn't Zamasu be more like Steppenwolf? You know, if we were to compare him to Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I never thought of that.
I don't know, just a thought. Lord Doom. Argument over. He was correct. Our work is done.
Woo! Bull's eye.
Well, you're doing better.
Well, I'm trying, but I'm down to 75%, so that's not all that great.
Ooh. I'm guessing this is more or less one of the final fights in the game.
Well, yeah, essentially.
Let's
Because you have
go.
to take down like a super armored airship, so yeah. While dodging a shit ton of missiles, which is always great.
God, it's like playing Star Fox Zero with the gamepad, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Nowhere near as annoying, I hope. Or, unintuitive. Okay, the last
I'm
target's on its tail, if I remember right. Yes.
I'm still surprised they never have done a Nintendo Switch port of Zero, but just getting rid of the gamepad
Give it,
gimmick bullshit.
yeah, give it like proper controls.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good love tap I got there.
You can do it. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I'm trying. I'm down. I'm down to 6% health, but doable.
Come on, Maverick. You got this.
Jesus. Jesus Cristo. Oh, thank God. Mission accomplished.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
Well done.
Well, at least the blimp's dead. Or airship, whatever.
Or based on the level completion sound from Earthworm Jim 2, well done.
And then the sky whale blew up. No survivors. Jesus. Oh, and I just got a C rank. Well, whatever. Yes, I want to
We
save.
Yes, we can see that. Oh,
A canopy of stars. There's only one person left to do. It's time to head back to the UPEO and tell our villainous commander to go F himself. Oh yeah, of course they're bear cuts. Okay, come on. Skyflight.
dog fighting in a night sky. It's a perfect combination.
Yeah, it is. Although in this game it's less night and more greeny white streak night.
We're still gonna call it a night sky
Yeah.
regardless.
Though I guess we're having a bad case of a kryptonite fog here.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, we're suffering from Superman 64 levels of draw distance restrictions.
Muteki says that he just saw a Ninja Gaiden 20th anniversary trailer. I'm guessing the 20th anniversary of the Xbox game.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the the quote unquote relaunch reimagining.
Oh boy.
Later known as Black and then Sigma.
Yeah, Vanilla Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black. They were beasts on the original Xbox.
Yeah, I never played the original on the Xbox, but I did play Black on the Xbox. And I can say,
I beat the original.
It was pretty good. Yeah,
well,
Black was good.
Well, Metal. I'm the opposite. I beat the original, but did not beat Black.
Oh. And then, of course, later I bought Sigma 1 and 2 for the PS3. And, of course, these days I have, like, the Master Collection or whatever, so. But,
Yeah.
yeah, they are good games, I guess, though obviously there are changes between the versions that not everybody's happy about, but in total, I think they're good. Especially when you get
Oh
to
man,
kick the Statue of Liberty's ass in 2.
I really hope that a new game is coming because we understand RPG. It's hard. Well, yeah. But that's why I enjoyed them because they're not hard. They're not on the level of hard where you can't beat them. They're on the level of hard where they're basically trial and error. Where they make you want to try it again easily.
Yeah, I think the nerd said something. It's the good kind of frustrating that pisses you off, but keeps you wanting to try to beat it.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to keep going until you finally conquer the part that you're hanging up on. I'm kind of similar
Hmm.
as well. Although sometimes I do get legitimate angry and I go goose mode, but okay.
Yeah, Bad Gamer says if they do make Ninja Gaiden 4, please make it closer to Gaiden 2 and not 3. I'm guessing he's referring to the Xbox 360 game. Oh yeah, I do like that combat in Gaiden 2 or Sigma 2 as what we got on PS3. But yeah, um, Lord Doom says something new. He says a YouTube ad tried to sell it almost sells him on downloading PGR. Clearly, it has no idea who I am. He was just talking about PGR yesterday during the Hero Club stream.
He was, yeah. Too close, too close. Get some room. There we go. Bullseye. Okay, how many?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Bad Gamer, because the difficulty in Gaiden 3 was terrible. It's just like, you know how the other Ninja Gaiden games where they are so frustrating, but it just makes you want to, try again without any regrets. Whereas Ninja Gaiden 3 or even Razor's Edge, it's like, nah, the difficulty was frustrating. It just made you want to turn the game off. Even yeah, even Bad Gamer says I beat both Vanilla 3 and Razor's Edge, and I hated it. Although I will say, for the benefit of in Razor's Edge defense, I actually do like more of the, when Ryu goes into that pissed off mode, where when he's fighting so many of those enemies at once in that like ethereal arena of some type. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from when it comes to the difficulty because those bosses are so ridiculously cheap.
They really are. Jesus, a lot of them. Mind you, that's
No,
the name of the
no,
game, so.
yeah, Ninja Gaiden 3 was definitely the cheapest when it came to difficulty. They just felt more akin to like Dark Souls bosses.
Which is funny because I'm pretty sure that was before Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly.
During the days of From Stuff when they were best known for making the Gundam Unicorn, the
Armored Core,
PS3 game.
Armored Core.
Yeah, like Arbor Core. Before that, they also made another mech game called Chrome Hounds. Of course, like I said, they made the Gundam Unicorn PS3 game, which was really good.
They hold the rights to Tenchu,
They do.
which they still have never made. Yeah, which they still have not made a new game.
Hmm.
Yeah, Lord Doom says he played Ninja Gaiden 3 was not great. Yeah, it's just Ninja Gaiden 3. They really screwed up a lot of things, like hardly any weapons you can use, which was one of the best things about the first Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden 2 was the different amounts of weapons that you can have at your disposal, because it gave you many different button input combinations on how you can use those weapons and to their full potential and all that. One thing I didn't like about Sigma 2 is that how you weren't given the freedom to upgrade all of your weapons to their max, because when you get to like the Muramasa shops, they just only allowed you to upgrade one weapon at a time. Oh yeah, with that boss, oh god. That boss just kept spawning more of her offspring or whatever just to piss you off.
Alrighty. So we, in the end, killed Commander Park as he was trying to escape from the underground bunker. Took his ass out. Deezen's dead. It's time to celebrate. Woo!
So we actually obtained one of the endings?
The UPEO,
Oh, did we?
also known as the neutral ending, essentially, where you stayed with the peacekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's cool.
and now we get the animated ending with Reyna in the Crash Night Raven.
Well, Lord Doom, I'd say they didn't technically kill the series with 3, but they most certainly almost killed the series with Ninja Gaiden Z or Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, because Ninja Gaiden Z was worse than 3 on all levels.
Yeah. Look at Motoko. Look at the Major waving goodbye.
Look how happy she is.
Exactly. And that is, like I said, the ending of the UPEO branch. But of course, there is not one, but about 4 other endings before we get to the super special, ultra chocolatey ending.
The one that's legitimately main continuity.
Yes. As far as we know.
So, this game's just like Odin Sphere, where you have to play, get through 5 endings in order to see the actual ending.
Okay, that's right. We need to, that's right, sorry, new account.
Lord Doom, trust me, I do not intend to bring back those memories, because those are some bad memories for me too, dude. Ugh. Why the hell did someone like Inafune give his blessing for that game to be made by an incompetent developer such as Spark Unlimited?
Okay, no, you don't download. That's right. You have to make. Okay. Okay.
I mean, Spark Unlimited. They made Legendary and Turning Point Fall of Liberty, which are 2 of the crappiest games in the 7th generation of gaming. Who thought it was a really good idea for them to make something like Lost Planet 3 and especially Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z? Am I right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Ugh.
LPH asked about the ending there, Metal.
Yeah.
So is she happy because you married her?
No, I don't think so. She's just happy because she killed the guy that sort of manipulated her into being experimented on, being turned into a cyber new type, and she's happy that she has real friends that she can
I would
rely
say
on.
she's happy. I guess you could say she's happy. She's happy because she finally gained her humanity, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. That does make that does make thematic sense as well. So yeah, we're basically set back to the beginning with the Faith Park incident and taking out the planes over the capital. Oh, not the capital, the city.
Lord
So
Doom says, "Oh, give them a chance. They can redeem themselves." No, they can't. No, they cannot.
Okay, so for stuff we've already seen, I will just kind of skip through it because we're gonna see this at the start of every run. At least the first level or two are always going to be the same, and then from there they diverge. So
I mean, this is more the reason why the AAA game development is starting to crash.
Communication interrupted. Receiving emergency broadcast.
okay, Expo City, just kill all the bad guys. Go with the fulcrum. All right.
Yeah, so getting the other ending should be a lot more quicker than getting the first one.
Yeah, because like I said, yeah, the first three we're going to see a couple times, but after that point though, it should be good.
Yeah. That means we get to see that level again where we actually get to see the shiny water effects in that
Exactly.
canyon.
Woo, we do numerous times. All right. Ah, okay. Try a little too fast. Let's pull her out.
Lord Doom says what probably happened for real is that they were probably willing to accept the cheapest pay. Probably so. It's like, accept the cheapest pay and we'll make a shit game for you.
Like, we want to make a game, but we don't want to spend very much money on it. It'll be kind of shit, but you okay with that? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. This is why there needs to be better standards for collaborations between Western and Japanese developers. Or video game companies, rather. I mean, if Nintendo can do it well with that, why can't anybody else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess Sega also does pretty well with that to an extent.
Oh, I was actually in the right place to actually see the new plane spontaneously come into existence right in front of me. Who'd have thunk it? That's how planes are born.
Lord Toomey.
They just appear in the sky.
Lord Doom says, I'm 1000% sure they Google searched them at least.
I hope so. Yes, yes, Link.
It'd be wild if they didn't Google their catalog. Yes. Uh, I'm pretty sure that Capcom would have had to Google their catalog as well as Grin's catalog. Which Grin, I could say, at least redeemed themselves when it came to Bionic Commando Rearmed, because that was actually a pretty good remake.
It was. And then we got the gritty reboot. That was
Although I'm
what
still, although I'm, although I'm still bummed that we never got Fortress,
mm,
the Final Fantasy 12 spinoff.
yeah, I kind of remember hearing about it. I guess it just never. I guess it just never happened because I know like a lot of the Final Fantasy can tend to be a shit show sometimes. So.
Yeah, I mean, it is a hit or miss franchise, like any other
Well,
franchise that's
well,
successful.
exactly. Like, what was it? Two of the games that were originally going to be tied to 13 wound up taking so long that they wound up not being tied to it. Which
Oh
was
yeah,
what was it? Type Zero
Type
and
versus 13.
and versus 13, which became 15. So yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lord Doom, make sure they weren't hiring those BMX dudes that made that game. You know, the one.
Triple X.
Ugh.
You mean that game that's banned on Twitch? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, don't worry, Twitch. We're just mentioning it. We're not actually streaming it, so don't worry.
Yeah. So.
We're not showing anything from it, so.
Calm your wieners down, Twitch.
Can I do this upside down? Let's see.
I guess a bit of piece of news that actually got me very curious to look out for in the future is they finally announced the new Ninja Turtles game based off the recent movie that came out, but it's more or less a sequel to the movie called Mutants Unleashed, or Mutant Unleashed, or I think.
That does look really. It looks interesting. I'll have to keep my eye on that one.
Yeah, I think THQ's the publisher. No. They're working on the Last Ronin AAA game. THQ.
I do. Yeah, I remember that being announced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we just gotta deal with the ones in the craters.
That's why I didn't directly say the name. Lord Doom says when talking to you, Metal, about the BMX people.
Oh, okay. Well, of course.
Although it would be nice to see some of those other extreme sports games that were put out by Activision, aside from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. What was there? Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder and
Kelly Slater's Pro
Matt
Surfer.
Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX.
Which is, weirdly enough, what spawned BMX Triple X, because it originally started as, was it Matt Hoffman BMX 3 or something like that?
No, it was Dave Mira.
Oh, Dave Mira, or whatever. Okay, well, I just remembered something that started off as like a licensed game from like an actual pro that diverged wildly, let's just say.
Muteki, are you talking about Game Mill?
Oh, yes.
That's publishing that new game based off the recent movie that came out. I know they're publishing the arcade port of the 2012 show that was put out by Raw Thrills. That's getting a home console port finally, which our good friend Soundout has been very adamant in wanting to release on the digital platforms or on those gaming platforms in general.
Well, it's a win. I see this as an
I hear a lot.
win.
I hear a lot of people say they like to compare Game Mill as they like to call Game Mill, the publisher, as like the next LJN or the current day LJN.
I can see why. I know most of their releases are mostly like cheap shovelware and other garbage. But I know the two that stick out are, of course, Big Rigs, because, you know, it's infamous. And recently, Skull Island Rise of Kong.
Oh, yes.
So, especially, you know, when you give your development team, you know, an insanely small amount of time to make a fully fledged game, that's what you get.
And let's not forget that they also put out Garfield Kart Furious Racing, which a lot of people still really enjoy playing for some odd reason.
It's a shameless Mario Kart clone, but I guess that's part of the charm, is because it's very shameless. Of what the inspiration is, like, it doesn't give a shit, which is why I guess people like it. Also because Garfield is a meme, so.
Of course. Garfield has zero chill, man.
Oh, yeah.
Lord Doom says, "Oh no," because he played that Kong Skull Island game. Ugh.
Oh, the game's so great that the developers had to program certain floors to be not solid because the upgrade mechanics were totally fucked and you couldn't actually get the upgrade that you were supposed to.
Oh, okay. Muteki says it's Outright Games. I think they're either the publisher or the developer, but they were the one who do all the preschool games.
Okay.
Well, so at least it's not Ubisoft, as if they were working on the Imagine series, right?
Oh, God. Imagine pets, babies, like so many babies.
Fashion designer.
There were so many friggin' baby games from them for some god-awful reason.
Yeah, it's like every 2 weeks they constantly kept pumping out those games on the DS.
Well, hey, cheap and expensive shovelware, so.
Yep.
A lot of people said that the Wii was bad for shovelware. The freaking DS was okay. Maybe it was nowhere near as bad as the Wii, but yeah, there's some pretty raunchy ass shovelware on the DS too. So,
Mm-hmm.
not to
Lord Doom
mention
says something new.
like the pets and herbs and God knows what else.
Horses,
Oh yeah, cats, dogs.
pals.
Oh,
Lord Doom says a couple things. He says, "Nah, I forced my wife to play Gollum. Kong was dodged."
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Wasn't that Gollum game put out by Daedalic Entertainment, the
Yes,
publisher?
yes, they were.
I've never played any of their games. Did they put out some really good games?
I have no idea. I don't think I've played anything
Hmm.
by them, so.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this, Decent? I can actually keep up with you for the entire time. What do you know? So it's like
Lord
practice
Doom
makes
says,
perfect.
Lord Doom says, the wife bought it, so she's gonna finish it. She did, by the way. Well, good for her. Well, it's just
Okay, yeah,
Lord
the
Doom.
shooting one.
Every time when you mention that game, it just makes me want to go back and play more of those Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor games or whatever.
Oh yeah, oh god, yeah, or go play some of the good like early licensed Lord of the Rings games like Two Towers or Return of the King. And I know I'm in the
Mhm.
minority of this, but I actually like the Third Age. So because
Oh yeah, Third Age was
I know
brilliant.
it's not super popular, especially among RPG guys, because of its systems and everything. But I don't know, it's a very accessible kind of it's a very accessible like RPG. So that was just kind of my thinking
Hmm.
on it. Plus, it also
Yeah,
gives you the enemies mode, which will actually play as the bad guys to beat up the good guys, including, of course, letting you play as the Balrog, cave trolls, all that good stuff. Oliphants, I think.
yeah.
Good ass shit. And I think if you
Lord
get
Is that
all
the
Doom
the way
said,
one
to the end, you
YouTube
can even
stream?
play as the Eye of Sauron. I think.
"What'd you say, Jerry?"
Is that the one Metal streamed?
Yes,
Yes.
Lord of the Rings: The
Yeah.
Third Age. Yes, I did.
Lord Doom says a couple things. He says, those were great. Playing political games is fun in that. And then Bad Gamer says, I'm more shocked that people are shocked at the quality that Kong and Gollum, I mean, I mean, have. They never played any AAA game from EA or Ubisoft, just to name a few.
Hmm.
Remember Skull and Bones? That came out
Oh,
finally
oh yes,
after being in
you mean Ubisoft's
development
quadruple?
hell for how long?
Oh yes, you mean the world's first quote unquote quadruple A game? Quote
Really?
unquote.
I thought that was more for the Perfect Dark game that's
Yeah, I
currently
know.
being worked on.
I know, like it is, but I think Ubisoft touted Skull and Bones as the world's first, like the world's first released quadruple A game. Which is
And
funny
look at it
considering
get
a lot of the glitches and how kind of feature bare the damn thing is.
so you're saying that Skull and Bones is pretty much Ubisoft's Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, right?
Uh, I would say it's more like it's more their Sea of Thieves, but not as good.
Ah, fair enough.
It's their less good Sea of Thieves. It's Sea of Thieves at home. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
At least at this moment it is anyway. It might get better. Like just like Sea of Thieves, it did actually improve over the years, though it's up to you if it's a good game or not. So
Mm-hmm. Lord Doom says she bought it because she's a Lord of the Rings nerd and wanted lore. She got her freaking lore with Gollum.
oh god, oh yeah, you're gonna get your damn lore with Gollum.
And then
And
Muteki says, wasn't on my radar. They failed.
all right, we are getting to the point where we get to start diverging.
Bad Gamer sums it up perfectly. Yeah, Skull and Bones, the first quadruple quality game. Guess it means ass, ass, ass,
Ass,
ass
ass.
quality game.
Exactly.
Kappa.
Triple ass, yeah, quadruple ass quality.
Oh, the perfect image to sum it up. Just get the picture of the monkey with 4 asses from South Park. That's your quadruple ass quality game right there.
The monkey with 4 asses. Okay, yeah, so this is the mega float stage, and this is the one where we get to choose whether or not we join DSON or not. And this time we are going to join him,
Okay.
which is interesting because from there, technically, it then branches off again into 2 other endings. So,
Right.
which again, it depends on us how if we want to keep with Deezen or not. So,
Lord Doom says, I need to find their studio. Oh boy.
okay, yeah, okay, we've seen, yeah, we know all this stuff.
I can surmise what Lord Doom's saying, that he's going to bring justice to us all when it comes to how bad Gollum was, and or Skull and Bones was, and
Wrong button.
then he also says his inner Yujiro is feeling some kind of way, and we need to quote unquote talk.
Engage. Engage Ridley, mother effer. Now that's a code you don't want to
Now,
enter into your Metroid.
oh yes,
Especially if you have a 3DS. Especially a old, very unpatched 3DS. Because it will basically
brick it.
destroy your system. Yeah. It's funny because they later released an update, because I know this, because I've done it, that if you put in that code, it'll just crash the game. And just like
Right.
restart it. It'll just like restart it. It won't do like it did before and completely brick your system, rendering it useless.
You know, it's really funny. You find those messages. It's just basically the programmers being, like a certain programmer being extremely pissed
Yeah.
off during a game's development.
It's funny with Metroid's case because all the passwords are actually generated by the game, and the fact
Yeah.
that it is that message is just random coincidence.
I think our good friend Guru Larry talked about that in a Fact Hunt episode, like
I think that's probably
hidden
where I got
angry
it from. I think.
hidden angry messages left by video game
Oh yes.
programmers or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, I've seen those. Some of them are pretty funny. Like either like some guy bitching about his car getting broken into, or a guy bitching about one of the office ladies slinking off to bang one of his coworkers or something. It's hilarious stuff.
Jesus.
And some of them
God.
like to be super dirty and talk about how they like feet and boobs and stuff. So yeah.
Oh boy.
And then there's Nintendo, which tells you, hey, you found this. You want a program for us? Call us.
Or like, I can imagine Nintendo being like, "Hey, you ever wanted to know if Shigeru Miyamoto was ever an asshole? Yes, he was. Just look at the Wind Waker E3 demo. He tried to show on stage, and all of a sudden, blue screen of death, and he got furious."
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Wind Waker.
Yeah, that actually happened when Wind Waker was in development for the GameCube. I think it was at E3 2022, if I recall, that Miyamoto
You
was trying
mean
to show off a game,
do you mean 2002? I'm assuming.
or 2002, whatever. You know how
2020.
I get my year.
I don't think it came out in 2022. I'm just saying.
You know how I get my years
I
screwed up when
know.
it comes to the 2000s.
I'm just joking. But yeah, okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
I think it was
2002.
'02. Yeah, I think it was E3 '02 that happened.
Yeah, Miyamoto was trying to show the first gameplay for the Wind Waker during the Nintendo press conference, and sometime during the demo, the game crashed and a blue screen of death appeared on screen,
Oh,
and
that
he got fuming mad
yeah.
when that happened.
Oh, that reminds me of what was it during one of Sony's when I think it was Uncharted 3 when they were trying to do an on-stage demo actually froze. And it was actually so funny that they actually put a trophy in the game where if you go to the exact spot that the crash happened in the demo, you'll get a trophy. And
Yeah,
just stand there motionless.
yeah. I mean, Bad Gamer says he remembers the failed Skyward Sword preview from E3 2010.
I also remember that one of
Oh yeah,
Miyamoto
who
just
doesn't?
waggling around like nothing.
Yeah, but the thing is, he wasn't really pissed off during that
No,
press conference when that happened.
it was just kind of sad how scripted and staged it was, but still.
And Bad Gamer and Muteki also remember the Uncharted 3 demo when the game froze.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been better if it froze than say them having a demo where Kratos rides on top of Pegasus, and instead of shooting the fireballs out of its mouth, instead the fireballs are being shot out of the unicorn's ass.
I'm sad. I'm sad that wasn't kept.
Yeah, I know, because that would be historically accurate.
Okay, so this is the ceasefire, the initial ceasefire between General and Newcom. So at this point, Dizon, tries to lure us to General resources, and this time we're gonna join him and leave the UPEO because they're a bunch of assholes. I don't know. And he also offers us a shit ton of money, so there's that too. Since I guess General Resources is basically the Amazon of Strange Reel, I guess. All right, now our great choice. Well, Fiona, I don't care.
Fiona!
Okay, Deezen, can I join you now? There we go. Good now. Follow us. Oh, shit! New territory! New territory! I can't handle it!
There we go, making that Euro trip reference again. Fiona!
Okay. Yeah, I should probably pick up my speed a little. Okay, should be good. Don't want to crash on the runway.
I gotta pick up my speed a little bit, but the altitude's off.
Oh, damn it! I friggin' hit the very end of the runway right before it started. God damn it.
Oh no.
And it gave me landing
Well,
fails. Oh no. At least I didn't explode. So.
at least you can, at least you can retry it.
Well, yeah, you just hit start, and if you really want to, you can just hit start again to completely skip this. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, at
I
least.
guess. Okay, there. Okay, so okay, I guess those. Okay, I guess those red bits are the landing lights. I thought they were part of. Okay, I thought that was part of the runway, not the lights. All right, that's what I was doing wrong. It's coming a little higher. A little more. A little more. All right. Now hit it. Nice landing. That I failed 3 times.
This is like Sky Kid from Namco, am I right?
Oh yeah.
God, that game is hard for an old school game.
Sky Kid, yes. I actually one of the old arcades I went to had an old It had a corner for some of the older cabinets and stuff. This is like early 90s. Yeah, and one of them was Sky Kid Deluxe, I think. Or was that one of the
Hmm.
cocktail tables? I can't remember if it was one of the tables or one of the cabinets, but I played it a few times.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty fun. I actually don't mind playing it occasionally these days.
Yeah.
Reboot. Oh shit, guys, we've got a new loading screen. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, because now we're
it's no
part
longer a
UPEO.
general resource.
Oh, and this is our welcome package video.
Man, this makes me think of Ridge Racer 4 too. The way they do this.
Wow,
And again,
it's like they're set
it's almost like
in the
really.
same world or something.
Yeah.
It's like they're supposed to be in the same world. Oh, it's Carl Larson. Hell yeah. Cerise Kelly, whatever kind of name that is. Oh, no, Cerise Christie, sorry. You can tell this is
Muteki says a few things.
Yeah.
Muteki says, "Oh yeah." He says, "I remember recently that a tire came off a plane. The plane was all right, but this tire got VIP treatment. It was just one tire, and the news just covered a tire. This tire got security and transportation on a pickup truck."
That's funny. Oh yeah. So this is basically the news just reporting our defection from the UPEO to General. So. And of course, this is General's. This is their TV network, so of course it's going to be positive spin.
Right. This is kind of like Fire Emblem Fates, where we get to pick a side.
Yeah. And if you haven't noticed, the news reports in this are very Japanese style, if that's not very obvious. Especially with like the two talking heads, how they kind of toss it back and forth, like the pings and on-screen stuff. It's a very Japanese like news, which makes sense. Japanese game, so of course.
Muteki says, "I'm not lying. It was 4 hours of a tire."
I can believe it. You know what? I've seen stupider things make the news on a slow day. I can believe it.
Did the news actually come from Florida? Because if that came from Florida, then we can believe it.
You know what's funny? When you think in hindsight that only because we played the story, we know that D-Sun doesn't have a physical body anymore, yet he's still able to give interviews and shit, only because it's all through the internet or the Electrosphere. So, It's funny. But if you know anything about modern day, like, deep fakes and everything, and, like, face morphing, people should have picked up that this guy isn't actually talking to them, because he apparently never moves his fucking head or anything while he's talking to people. He only seems to ever move his mouth, and that's it. Except for a couple instances, I think.
So he's basically a dummy. That's what you're saying.
Well, yeah, it's D-Son, but it just tried to make it look like he's there talking when he's just a disembodied consciousness on the internet, essentially.
Right.
But one that has the ability to interface with neural systems and hijack shit. So yeah.
Muteki says, "Lol, right. No, it was in the Bay Area of California." And then Lord Doom says, "It's that Floridian hell portal, man."
Yeah. It's not that they put any and all news out on the wire. It's just that Florida's, over a hell mouth, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6. You'll get the experience of Florida hell portal for yourself.
Okay, so he does move his head, but not terribly much. So, just like kind of modern day face morphing deepfakes. So, yeah. Not saying, this game was a little ahead of its time. but it kind of was with the whole internet neural network kind of shit. And transhumanism, yeah, it's crazy shit for a game from like '99 about flying planes and blowing people up. So. Oh yes, and now we get access to the General Resources exclusive aircrafts, which we'll show you here in a second. Okay, so now this is one of those previous missions, but we're doing it from the other side. Instead of having
Oh, okay.
instead of having to stave off General's attack on Newcom, we're the ones actually we're the ones precipitating the General attack on Newcom. And when you join Newcom, you're actually again on the defending side, where you have to fight off, General. Oh yes, and we get access to the F-16XA Saker Falcon, which is pretty cool, and the F-15 Eagle Plus.
Oh, hey, look, a stealth bomber.
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll go with our good fighter. We'll use cannons. And this is funny because we actually have access to 3 different missiles, either regulars, ones that are short range but have a high rate of fire, or ones that split off into several smaller missiles. I think I might go for the short range, I think.
Then my RV, just like what Metal Gear Ray can launch with.
Yeah, so once we're done this level, I'll save and we can probably head out because we're almost at the time here. So
Hey, we're not offing ourselves, so you might want to you might want to rephrase
okay,
that, man.
Heading out. I forgot that. If you say ing or in, it's 2 different meanings.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. You know what? I'm gonna do this inverted.
I would have accepted wrap up this episode, but sure.
I mean,
All right.
I mean, we can wrap it up, or we could head out. Whichever, I'm feeling.
I'd rather live.
I'd rather leave. No, man, I don't want peace. I
Man.
just want problems always.
Of course you do.
Surprised you didn't hit the soundboard for that, Kyle.
I was expecting you to do it, Jerry.
I'm surprised neither of you did.
Well, at the very least, I can tell people what my hobby is.
I don't want peace. I want problems. Killing is my hobby.
I didn't know you would.
Yes, killing is my hobby as well.
But that's okay because there's
no change in the plan.
If there's no change, then all I say is
Chicken.
But one last soundbite. Because what is this story that you're playing right now? Non-canon, which means that
None of that story is true, is it?
Well, I mean, technically, yes. So, the best kind of correct, technically. Ah, yeah, we got to get these buggers before they lift off because we only got 2 left here. So.
Bad Gamer's like, I don't want trouble. Killing is my hobby.
Woo! Screw you, UPO. Woo!
I don't want peace. I want my hobby always.
how'd you do that?
Just I hit the no peace, and then after you said peace, that's when I pushed the killing is my hobby button.
If you guys don't know where that's from, it's from a African movie that I'm pretty sure wasn't licensed. When they tried to make a Mortal Kombat movie.
I was gonna
say the guy talking is the African Shao Kahn.
Okay.
Yes.
I was gonna say it almost sounds like something out of Hollywood or something, but it could be. The great movies of Who Killed Captain Alex and Ebola Hunter.
I think those are Nigerian movies. That Shao Kahn one. I don't know. I gotta look that up.
That's okay. I'm just going through these because we'll see them again when I load it in. Uh, yeah. Okay.
No, whenever it's Shao Kahn, he always has to give his opponents a really good
Boink.
in the crotch. You know what I mean?
Ah, my groin. Alrighty, and we are saved and good for now. And I want to thank everybody for coming out to, I guess, the relaunch of the Ace Combat 3 playthrough. Thanks, and we'll hopefully be playing some more Strange Reel Shenanigans next time as we play through the General Resources campaign. What kind of nefarious shenanigans can Megacorps get up to? Probably nothing. I'm probably just worrying about nothing. But anyways, I'm Metal Blue Eyes. And I can cough right into my microphone. Anyways, follow me on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at Metal Blue Eyes 0. Also, check me out on YouTube at Metal Blue Eyes, where I do Yu-Gi-Oh content, though I'm in a bit of a slump now because of personal reasons. But hey, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, so hopefully that'll pick up again soon. And I will be streaming Master Duel over at the Hero Club Twitch at Hero Club for Life. And check us out Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, because Master Duel, it's a duel, it's a master, and it's awesome. And it's also the second anniversary, so there's a lot of prizes and other stuff being thrown around in the game. So it's a fun time to be there, as long as you're okay using the bug, because I know a lot of people don't like the bug. And if you know about the bug, you know about the bug. Anyways, that's it for me. Let's throw it on over to Double R.
Okay. You guys can follow me on both YouTube and Twitch at Double RPG Reviews. YouTube's my bread and butter when it comes to content, and Twitch is secondary as I stream on there mostly, but I also stream on YouTube at the same time as Twitch via Restream. I stream on Wednesdays. Mostly I stream JRPGs rather. Currently I'm playing the Live Alive remake on PS5. Which I will be resuming on this upcoming Wednesday. And for tomorrow, though, I am streaming a Mario game because tomorrow is March 10th, Mario Day. So, and if you want to vote for which Mario game you want me to play, I do have a poll that's up on the Geek Fighters Discord, which you can find in the chat that I posted in the chat. And it's under the general page, and you can check out the poll. It's for 5 games, and select one of those games, and whoever's the winner out of that poll, then that'll be the game I play for tomorrow. But you have less than 24 hours because I will be going live, I think, around 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for when I'll stream that Mario game. But be on the lookout for that whenever I have an update at its time, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. But also, you can stay up to date with me for all your social media feeds on both Facebook and Twitter at Double RPG Reviews in the meantime.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
Well, thank you, good sir. And last but not least, the Fighter Coast.
Well, you can follow me on social media, Fighter Coast, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, spelled FIGHTERXAOS. I'm at least going to stream this Tuesday for King of Fighters 15. Check that out. Maybe I'll do one last big hurrah to see if I can pay my bill, but if not, follow on social media so you can know anything what's going on.
I just realized Reina is going to turn 3 years old on April 27th.
Huh.
Congratulations.
Born April 27th, 2021.
That's funny.
Fiona was born January 26, 2016. Abyssal was apparently born in 97.
All right.
1992. 1984, my god, he's positively ancient. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Sorry, I got caught up in character ages there for a second. Anyways, from us to you, we hope your experience at the Geek Fighters has been a positive one, and we sincerely hope to see you here next week for some more air combating goodness. This is Double R. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
My name is Metal Blue Eyes, isn't it? Or am
Yeah,
I
it is.
diddling myself here? So, I don't know.
There's that word again.
I know, but I'm projecting it at myself this time.
This is the diddler episode of the Geek Fighters. Not really, but that seems to be the big word for this stream this time around.
All right, so I'm Metal Blue Eyes.
I'm Double RPG.
The real
I'm
one.
Fighter Cow.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you around.